Verb phrases. Verb phrases forms. Verbs act as the heads of verb phrases. The head is the first verb in the verb phrase, and it determines the form of what may follow. A verb phrase may consist of a lexical verb only, but may also include auxiliary verbs or modal verbs. In the following examples, verbs are in I asked you. Main verb only. And lexical verb is asked. I could. Main verb only. Modal verb could. I have asked you. Auxiliary verb have plus main verb. I must ask you. Modal verb must plus main verb. Modal verbs and auxiliary verbs precede lexical verbs. A modal verb or modal and auxiliary verb can occur together. The modal verb comes first. More than one modal is not permitted, but there may be several auxiliary verbs. For example, we should have bought it there and then. Here, modal verb is should and auxiliary is have. Yes, we should have. Again, should is modal verb and have is auxiliary. They must have been talking about it for ages. So here must is the auxiliary, have is must is the modal, have is the auxiliary, and been is also the auxiliary. It might have been being used at the time. Here might is the modal, have is the auxiliary, again been is the auxiliary, and being is the auxiliary too. Where there are combinations of modal verbs and auxiliary verbs, the order of there is modal verb plus perfect have plus progressive be plus passive be plus lexical verb. For example, it might have been being used at the time. So, might is the modal verb, have been is perfect progressive, being is passive, and used is lexical verb. Each element requires a particular kind of complementation to follow it. The modal verb must be followed by the bare infinitive, that is, without the preposition to or without a to. The perfect have been must be followed by the ed participle. The progressive be must be followed by the ing form. The passive be must be followed by the ed participle. Auxiliary do is required to form negatives, interrogatives, and emphatic forms when the lexical verb is not preceded by any other auxiliaries. She doesn't smoke. So here the auxiliary do is used with not in its negative. Did you buy a newspaper? So here did has been put the auxiliary verb has been put at the beginning to form interrogative. I do like your skirt. So here do auxiliary being used to create an emphatic. The verb phrase begins the predicate part of the clause. This is the part which elaborates what the subject is, does, or experiences. For example, Josh might need to leave early. So here Josh is the subject and might need might need is the verb phrase, and to leave early is the predicate.